And finally, we will wrap up with head coach Seb Hines. Semifinal match here on Sunday at Interco Stadium against Kansas City. Just kind of tell us what kind of matchup you expect against them.
An exciting one, it's semi-final of the playoffs. Winner goes all the way to the championship game, so stakes are high, and obviously we want to be the team that is on that flight to Kansas at the end of the game, and so we expect two teams going after it. Obviously, we've played them 2 times in the regular season, been really competitive games, and we expect nothing different going into this game.
What else?
It's kind of going off of the last 2 times you played them. Last time was here at Interco Stadium, held into a scoreless draw. How important is those previous games where you were able to get results just mentally for this team, knowing that you've been able to get results against this team, especially here at home?
Yeah, I think going back to the first game, both teams were unbeaten. It was exciting. There's a lot of hype around that game. And then the second game, I think Kansas have changed their whole style since they played us. They're very much more reserved. They're not really a team that high presses anymore. They're a team that is trying not to give much away and hurt teams in counter-attacking moments. And so we're fully aware of that. We've experienced enough in that all season long, and so. Yeah, it's we got to be mindful of the dangerous players. They've got a lot of great players on their team, as do we as well, and so it should match up really well.
Kind of going back to the game last weekend, Chicago played almost a similar way where they defended and looked for the counter through Mal Swanson, and now you're going to face a Kansas City team that looks through Temo Shawinga. How much does the last game, playing against a kind of similar style and having a dynamic player, kind of help in terms of preparing for this one?
It does and it doesn't. I think Swanson and Chewinga are completely two different players. Obviously, they're both great players, but I feel Chewinga has a little bit more pace than Swanson, and so we have to respect that. We have to be switched on and being proactive a lot more. I think Kansas are probably more direct than Chicago as well. There's times where they just kick the ball into a space and ask their players to run after it, and so it's a little bit more unpredictable than a Chicago team. But I thought we were tremendous against Chicago. We started the game really well. We created opportunities within the first 2 minutes. We continued that on throughout the first half and fully deserved our 3 goals. Defensively, we were solid. We hurt Chicago in counter-attacking moments. It's pleasing to see Barbara get on the score sheet again. And just I think we won the game in the first half, and we just wanted to maintain that high standard, that high level of football throughout the game. And considering it was a quarter-final game and the stakes were high, I thought they managed it really well.
Going back to that last game, the atmosphere with the fans in attendance and being able to provide that dominant win, how important is that atmosphere going to be this weekend? Considering it's the last home game for you guys, no matter what, and it's a chance to go to the final.
Yeah, it's vitally important. The home field advantage. It doesn't matter if you don't have the fans backing you and behind you. And last game, the fans were in full voice. They were spurring the players on, and that's really important. We're hoping, obviously, to get more fans, considering it's a semi-final, and if we win, we go all the way to the final. And so the fans play such an important part in our success, and they have done all season long. It's no coincidence that we've won so many games at home this year, and that's due to the fact that we've had fans coming out and supporting us, and you can see attendance is getting higher. The product on the field has been incredible. And again, we're the only team to have an unbeaten record at home, and so I think the players fully deserve more fans to come out and support this incredible run, and hopefully we've got one more game to get it over the line and go all the way to the championship game.
We'll go ahead and go to the Zoom for a few more. We'll start with Jeff Kassouf.
Thanks. Hey, Seb. Wondering just, with the high quality of these two teams and clear identities and each other well, when you actually get into that game, into the 90 minutes or more, maybe, how much can you affect change as a coach as you see maybe opportunity, and how much of that is, on the players to see those moments where, those margins are so thin?
I think it depends on where the game's at, and how we're feeling, and the stage of the game to make those decisions. And we've done that all season long. We've gone into every game wanting to win, and it'll be no different into this game. We don't necessarily want to go to extra time and penalties. We want to get the job done within the 90 minutes, and so it'll be no different in this game.
And I imagine, maybe similarly themed of no different. I know you've talked about the one game at a time. Like, how have you messaged to the players, sort of, given the magnitude of the moment first for the club, or an opportunity for the first time, for the club to get to a final?
Yeah, you said it already. Like, we take it one game at a time. We got to do this job firsthand. And so our main focus this week is solely on Kansas, getting a result against a good Kansas City team. And so, yeah, wherever happens, and hopefully we do get the outcome that we've always aspired to do, we'll be on that flight to Kansas City in the championship game. But, yeah, it's been no different. Our lead up to this game has been no different that we've done all season long, and so we're just excited. It's a monumental moment for the club and the players, because they fully deserve it, and we're just ready to go, because it has been a long wait for this moment, since we clinched the number one spot and won the Shield. We've been waiting for these playoffs to come, and we can't wait to get going on Sunday. Appreciate it.
We'll wrap up with one more from Mike Romano.
Thanks, Lucas. Hey, Seb, thanks for taking the time. I wanted to ask you, is there a sense that you're going to basically Casey's side that is probably going to be determined to get the job done on their part, and then obviously host the final in their home stadium? And if so, how are you expecting the group to respond to a Casey side that may bring that type of determination, and probably going to have to basically overmatch it to secure the result on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean that's their own incentive, right? They want to win this game so they can have that home field advantage in the championship game. We're fully aware of that. We expected that, but again, this is a semi-final game that both teams want to win, and so we want to win it as much as they do. Again, we've been so consistent at home, and we want to maintain that high level, that high standard of our home games. And so, it's going to be a competitive game. It's whoever wins goes to the final, and so there's not a bigger incentive than that at the end of the game.
Just wanted to follow up with, obviously, the soccer in general here in Orlando has kind of brought the community together with the pride in Orlando City seeing their respective successes. But we're going to see from the crowd this upcoming weekend in regards to attendance, and then obviously them kind of being that 12th man to push the team forward.
Sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Yeah, no, it's fine. What are you guys expecting from, I guess, the fan base this upcoming weekend, considering obviously how soccer's kind of rallied the community together this year with the pride in Orlando City? How big of an importance are the supporters going to be this weekend to kind of push the team into that final match the following week?
Yeah, I mentioned it before. They're so important to the team, and obviously hosting this semi-final is really helpful. It doesn't count having home field advantage if you don't have the supporters backing you, and our fans have been brilliant all season long. You can see the diehards that have been here through the dark times and in previous years, and we're starting to reward them with some really good bright times as well. And so we need more supporters to come out and support this team and spur them on to bigger and greater things. And it's a fantastic opportunity this Sunday to again make history within this club and lift another trophy here in Orlando. So we're just excited. The fans are excited, the community is excited. Obviously, Orlando City don't have a game this weekend also, so hopefully we can get some more fans here at the stadium and support this incredible team.